This, however, is a ladybug. An actual ladybug. When I say not even a challenge, I mean like I didn't even know the fight started and it already ended. Who's putting that anything lower than not even a challenge? It's a ladybug. Moving on. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Daddy Goose from Crimson Black, and today we're doing Gen 2 this time around in Pokemon I Could Take in a Fight. And if you guys watched the last video, you might be able to tell I'm pretty fucking strong. So I figured I'd do Gen 2 and see how many of these fucking plugs I can take down. Now, I did a little glance over just to see, because I'm actually not too sure which Pokemon are from what gen. I kind of just play the game. And looking at Gen 2, it's a lot smaller of a list, and not a lot of competition. But that's okay. Looks like we have the same scale here, so it's the exact same as last time. And without further ado, let's get on to today's list. I should actually probably let's lay down some ground rules like we did last time. When we're talking Pokemon here, they don't have their full arsenal, okay? Because that would be fucking ridiculous. But if it's in their immediate kit, like for example, this fucking Typhlosion has fire on his back, that's gonna play a big factor, okay? But it's not like they have fucking, I don't know what, they don't have Hyper Beam, okay? They don't have Hyper Beam. That's not in their kit. That's not in their immediate kit. So that's all I'm saying. Anyways, let's move on. Starting with fucking awful start. Chikorita, right? It's rather Chikorita or Chikorita. Is that even it anyway? I don't know. Anyways, who gives a fuck what their name is? They're going to not even a challenge. Too small. It's a starter Pokemon. And I don't know if you guys have like, how do I put this? Have you guys seen a carrot in like a cartoon? How like there's like a, it's like a garden bed, you see like a leaf hanging out, and then you pull on the leaf and the carrot comes out. That's going to be this guy, but when I pull on the leaf, his spine. Maybe he's got a fighting chance. If he does still fight, I think I should be able to handle him. He doesn't have a spine. So not even a challenge there. Same kind of goes with his buddy here. I know that's... Oh, Bayleaf. Bayleaf, we got there. I think with this guy, I think it's going to be not even a challenge, and here's why. He's gonna fucking headbutt me because he's got that sharp little leaf thing going on his head. But when he headbutts me, I'm gonna redirect his headbutt with my hand, scoop around, lock him in a headlock, wrap my... Let's see if I fucking... My chair's a little closer to my desk than last time. I'm gonna wrap my legs, hopefully you can see this, around him with a headlock. And then those leaves around him, I'm gonna start playing She Loves Me Not with her fucking leaves. Honestly, if it lands on She Loves Me, it's probably not even a challenge. But if it lands on She Loves Me Not, it could be a tie, both lose situation. But I figure that by the time I pluck all of them off of her, she's probably not going to be very good health condition. Probably going to need a hospital and some joy action. So maybe tough, but I can still 100% beat it. Like I said, I think after the time I pluck all the leaves off, it's probably GG from there, I think. Meganium. Now, this one is arguably easier than both of these, and here's why. I'm kind of looking at her head here, and her leaf on her head right there and right there kind of turns to these, like, antenna things. And the first thing that comes to mind is Mantis, I think her name is, from the Avengers, right? So I'm thinking if I just take them and stick them on her own head, I know she doesn't have hands, and that's usually how it works, but the antennas are the main power. So I'm assuming if I just take those antennas and stick them on her own head, it's going to put her own self into a trance. And I'm assuming Meganium has that power because it's Meganium. And once she's in a trance, I mean, fuck. Elbows fucking galore. I'm going to let those, maybe even Suplex City. You know, right on top of the fucking neck, break her fucking vertebrae. I don't know. But also I'm saying, I put those antennas on her. GG. Now we got Cyndaquil. Kind of the same as Gen 1. He's a little too small. But throwing back to the Gen 1 thing, how I said I would take some fire damage, maybe some first degree burn. I'm not sure how hot this fire gets. People do firemen for a living, right? They literally attack fires. So I just don't see that burn being great enough for this little cute guy to get me. So we're gonna put him here. However, I don't remember what this guy. It's like Quavela. I don't remember his name. We're gonna call him Quavo, like the singer. He's got way more fire, and he's got like that teenage angst to him. So I'm assuming he's gonna be a little harder. But same thing. I just don't know what he's gonna do to me. Like, he's got a mohawk, and no offense, not trying to come at anyone. Anyone with a mohawk is a pussy. Now, I didn't say that, but he's got a mohawk. And that's just what I heard on the streets. I know I shouldn't be the one talking. I got a man bun. But I think he's gonna be a little tougher. Like I said, he's got that teenage strength to him. He's got that grit. He's got that dog in him. He's got that fucking I'm better than you. He's got something to prove. No, I think in the long run, I think if it comes to a one-on-one fist brawl, you can see his arms are kind of down. Like, he's not even keeping like a proper guard. So I should be able to take it. He was a little too cocky. He doesn't know the strategy yet. And yeah, easy peasy. Typhlosion. Now this guy is a fucking wild card. I'm going to say I can probably beat him. Just simply because, you know, at this point of my time, think of the experience I have as a fighter against Pokemon, and I've taken on pretty much all of Gen 1 at this point. And I just don't... If I can take on Mewtwo, who is considered one of the greatest alive, I don't think Typhlosion has anything for me, but he's an absolute wild card. He's got so much fire and wild magic going on. He's lucky he wasn't born in the 40s, where he would get stoned to death for witchcraft. So I just don't think he could take me. Totodile. This is the easiest fight I've ever seen, and I'm about to explain why. Totodile, look at his mouth, and he always runs around like that, always. So I figured he's gonna try to bite me because he's a fucking crocodile or alligator. I don't know the difference. Nice. He's gonna run at me with his mouth open. He's gonna chomp down, but right before he chomps down, I'm gonna flex up, ram this part, right? Stiff arm, keep that wrist locked, right? I'm gonna ram this into his mouth. He's gonna chomp down. All of a sudden, his mouth is stuck open. I'm gonna take this other hand. Keep in mind, his mouth is stuck open. I'm gonna take this arm. I'm gonna weave it in there. I'm gonna grab his fucking tonsils, because I don't think Pokemon get tonsil surgery, so I'm pretty sure he has them still. I'm gonna grab his tonsils. I'm gonna yank it back, right? And then this, I'm gonna push with this to add extra force so I can pull extra hard on his tonsils. I'm gonna rip it like a fucking archer. I'm gonna take aim. I'm gonna let go. His tonsil's gonna fly back into his mouth, hit the back of his fucking neck, and the force, the tranquisical force, which isn't a word because I don't know how to say it, is gonna fly into the wall and just fucking instantly kill him the next day due to concussion. So Totodile ain't got a fucking shot. Croconaw, right? He's got that caveman power to him. So I'm actually gonna put him down here. I don't know, he's just got like you can tell, he's got that dragon dinosaur vibe going, and I don't fuck with that. But then again, he's just too small, and I don't see... It's one, I say it a lot, but what is this guy gonna do to me? And he's kind of lost his jaw. He's kind of more of a soccer head. So like, he doesn't even have like that scary alligator factor to him anymore, except the fact he's got that caveman strength. So he's strong, but he ain't shit, pussy. For alligator. Now, most people would probably put this in way too strong. There's a key word here that you guys aren't thinking about. Alligators like to wrestle, and I've taken a couple of wrestling classes, and I know the fucking moves, the barrel roll moves, and you know, the fucking get an arm and a head and just fucking barrel roll moves, and just fucking you know, grab a leg and fucking barrel roll moves. That's all they do too. That's all alligators do is barrel rolls. And if I'm being honest, I think I'm better at barrel rolling than half the fucking alligators in Texas. So without further ado, I think he's very strong, and I think if this was a list according to 99% of the population, I do think he'd be way too strong. However, I think I beat him in his own game, and therefore I take away his only power, and from from there on, not even a challenge. Also, let's take a break here. If you guys think my voice sounds fucked, it is, because the weather outside is fucking cold, and it's winter, and Daddy Goose got a little bit of a sore throat. Which I am gonna maybe take in factor that when going against these guys, I'm a little on the under the weather side, which should even up some of these fights. Just so far, nothing. Centrit, which I believe his name is, and this guy looks like he balances on a tail, and his body is like an air balloon or something. I don't know why he's floating like that. Taking from what I see here, he's gonna go up here. And look at his arms. They're almost non-existent because he doesn't have shoulders. So what I'm assuming is going to happen is I'm going to walk over to him. I'm going to step on his tail. I'm going to step on his tail, plant him down. And then have you ever seen those toys as a kid where like you punch something over and then like it pops back up and you can't ever get it to like lay down because it keeps popping back up? That's going to be him. And I'm pretty much just going to go at him until he's floating in the air. Dead. And he's got no reach on him. I could literally just take him like a bully and like hold one arm out, like just, like play long guard on him, and boom, 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 because he can't reach me. And I'm stepping on his tail, which I'm assuming is his only real piece of arsenal. So, tough break, Centrit. Loser. Ferret? Is this thing's name actually Ferret? The fuck is its name? Ferret. That's what we're gonna go with, because I don't actually remember what it's called. However, it is pretty much a ferret, which, for those of you who don't know, is for some reason a very common pet. And if you have a ferret as a pet, you're not invited to my birthday party, and I don't trust you. However, we do have them as pets, and I'm not about to let a household pet overcome me. And this thing's best chance is to get me while I'm sleeping, but I always sleep with two eyes open. So fucking good luck. Owl. That's a one-legged owl. And his wings are obviously too small to fly. He looks like a fucking he looks like a hood ornament. Or like a hula hoop girl that sits on your fucking dash of your car. I'm not losing to that. This is a bigger owl. And owls are pretty fucking vicious. However, in Harry Potter, they kind of made them their fucking slave by delivering notes. So I feel like they're not that vicious because, I mean, if you're delivering notes for someone, they're more intimidated of us than we are of them because they have wings. They could just fucking fly wherever the fuck they want. They could just fly and be gone. But they stay because they're too scared of humans. And I'm a human. And a fucking terrifying one at that. He ain't got shit. This, however, is a ladybug. An actual ladybug. When I say not even a challenge, I mean like I didn't even know the fight started and it already ended because I was fucking walking my fucking Entei down the street and I accidentally fucking stepped on it. Who's putting that anything lower than not even a challenge? It's a ladybug. Moving on, this is a bigger ladybug, but I feel like this guy would throw hands. He's got that fucking Barry B. Benson vibe kind of going to him, but a ladybug. So I feel like he's got like that extra oomph to him. He's also got 4 hands, which I don't know if I can handle, but I'm assuming he's pretty small. Let's check up on how big this guy is. I think his name's Ladybug. Okay, so I fucked up the name. It's actually Ladian. I thought it was Ladybug. Oh, he's right. He's 4 feet tall. So he's a tiny human. That's actually pretty big for someone with 4 hands. This guy's got a chance. It's just that his arms are a little too small. Like, he doesn't have the reach advantage, and he's only 78 pounds, so he's definitely... He doesn't even make fucking straw weight in the UFC. Yeah, so... Oh, shit, he's got the Iron Fist ability, potentially. That's fucking sick. Too bad it's not gonna make a fucking diff, pussy. Yeah, he's gonna stay probably exactly there. This is a tiny bug, probably under the same category as the fucking... Maybe this is Ladybug. What the fuck is their names? I don't know. But he's a bug, and I'm gonna step on him. Now, this is a big poison bug. So, I'm assuming I can beat it. Potentially he makes a web and fucking poisons me. Maybe he makes a web and I tangle him up in his own web and that's how I get him. But I'm really nervous about that poison bite. But I've survived a lot of poison bites in the past, so I should be able to muster my way through it. I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that, but we're going to probably beat it. Because when it comes down to it, it's just a spider. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, moving on. Crobat. Not even a challenge. Mostly because he's a bat. I figure if I just go, like, I'm not awake at night, right? It's for bedtime. So I'm going to be awake during the day. And he's not going to be awake during the day. And then I have bat soup for lunch. I'm actually a perfect counter to Crobat because of the day-nighttime situation. So, it's a fucking loser. I don't know why he's sleeping during the day. Now, this guy's a little dangerous. I'm going to put these guys in tie. Or I'm going to put this one in tie. We both lose because he's super, super small. And here's the problem I have with this guy. He's water, electric, which is fucking bullshit. Because how do I go in the water without instantly dying? Also, how the fuck can there be any fish in the world with this fucking thing even existing? That's fucking stupid. But my whole thing, I'm hoping he's small enough that he kind of hangs out near the shallow end. Oh, but he would hang out on the shallow end. Yeah, still water and electricity, though. I'm going to put him in the tie with both because I'm kind of unsure about that area. But I'm assuming if he's near the shallow end, I can just stomp really fucking hard right on top of him in the water, which is instantly killing him. But then I get zapped from the toes, my dogs, all the way up. And I think it'd be tough to survive water electricity. So that's where I'm putting him. This guy, however, probably a little deeper in the water. So I'm going to assume he can probably beat me. The only time I could maybe take him is if I'm on the dock. And I run off the dock, get some extra distance into the deeper side of the lake. And when I dive, I do a special technique where I'm actually rotating like a drill in the midair as I'm diving. And I drill right through the center of his body. Then I kill him. And yeah, that actually makes more sense. So we're going to put him also in the tie to lose situation. It's the same outcome, just different outcome. You know what I'm saying? It's like same, but not the same. And it's not the same, but different. Pichu! That's a tiny little mouse. I don't care if it has electricity. Usually electricity Pokemon stick around that can probably beat it area, but that's a fucking mouse. We have mouse traps with cheese on them that fucking killed mouses. They're fucking dumb as bricks! So, I'm not losing to that. I refuse to have that on my tombstone. Fucking, what is this thing? Cleffy? Is that its name? I'm fucking up a lot of names. Apparently I don't know Gen 2's... Like, I know him. Like, I know all these Pokemon. I just don't know their names. Something Puff. Jigglypuff or something. I don't know. He's way too small. Way too soccery. Way too kickable. Way too puntable. Too much like cotton candy. So, like, I might even accidentally eat him. Togepi. That's a fucking egg. Same deal. Not going to lose to him simply because of that. And I actually, even if this guy could beat me, and he should go into the can probably beat me, I'm not putting him there because he's got shapes for a preschooler on there. That's a really tiny bird. This is like a weird religion teacher. So he probably has some kind of godlike powers with him. I just don't know if that's going to be enough to take me because I'm kind of the chosen one. I don't know. He's probably pretty fucking tough. But he's almost like too calm. And there's like sometimes there's the calm before the storm. And then there's just the I'm calm because I'm fucking smoking the OG Kush. And that's what this guy's doing. So I'm going to fucking... We got the sheep. Enough said. That's the sheep. After I have my way with him, which whatever way because it's a sheep, I'm going to shave him. Make a nice little fur coat. And probably stay warm in case I have to fight a winter type Pokemon. And that's actually going to be a really big help. So shout out to that guy. That's another sheep. Not sure what that wool is, but I'm definitely going to shave it off. I'm assuming that has enough to do with their lifeline too. Like if I shave them off, I think it's over. Like that's probably, like it's done. I've never seen a shaven one of these guys before. So I'm assuming all the shaven one died. So easy fucking breezy. Now this guy doesn't have any fur on him. And he's electric and big. Ooh, fuck. He's just bigger than most electric type Pokemon. He can also Mega Evolve. Fuck, I'm gonna put him there. I can probably take him still. Mega Evolved or not. I kind of already killed his 2 lower evolutions, which is really gonna fuck with his mindset. And I think if I'm wearing the fur coat from them too, he's just gonna be like this. And then by the time he's done moving his mouth around, I'll have killed him already. Speaking of what we said earlier about the owl guy, this is literally something you put on the dash of your car, and that's a hula dancer. And that's a spherical mouse. That's arguably easier than Pichu, by the way, because he's a soccer ball and a mouse. So that's like double fucking not good. Asmorel, however, is just a water-type Pokemon. And you know what? With this guy, water-type Pokemon, you might be thinking, oh, he's fast as fuck, boy. Here's the thing. And your guys are lucky I didn't mention this in the first Gen 1 Pokemon, because I was being generous. But today's episode, I'm going in, and there's no generosity coming from me today. He's in the water, okay? I'm gonna scurry my feet, right? You hear that? I hope the mic picks it up. Scurry my feet on the ground, right? And you're like, what the fuck is that doing? I'm making the biggest static electricity shockwave of all fucking time. Alright? I'm gonna put the red carpet out to the fucking ocean. And I'm gonna red carpet my way, scurrying my feet all fucking 900 yards of it. Jump in the water? This guy is fucked. That's a lot of electricity right to this fucking dweeb. I just realized I killed myself. Fuck! I've seen videos of Sudowoodo in like a forest where there's fucking kids, adults, you name it. They're fucking punching a tree down. And they're kicking a tree down. I'm gonna punch him down. And he's got fucking grapes on his hand. That's a fruit. Moving on. That's a frog. Yeah. I don't actually know what this is. Like, it's a cherry, right? I think his name has something to do with cherry too. But I'm just gonna tie those 2 fucking ropes he's got attached to his head. And I'm assuming he's gonna be like in a tree or something. So I'm gonna take that advantage and I'm gonna just tie a fucking big knot around the fucking branch he's on. Speed bag him until he literally has no teeth left. Take the teeth out, fucking ram them into his face. He's gonna be gushing blood everywhere. And I'm gonna give him a few more just in case. This thing, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do to it. It's probably anything I want because he doesn't look very useful. But I don't know what he's gonna do to me. And that's enough said there. Same with this guy. Like, wonder what I would do with this guy. I would play one of my good friend's songs. His name is Chet Daywood, Elevator Pitch. If you haven't checked that out, that's actually on our channel, so go check that out right now. I would play Chet Daywood Elevator Pitch song, and that shit spits so much hot fire that those fucking balls on either side would light on fire from the amount of heat coming off of that fucking mixtape, and it's over. And that's just a walk-in song. I didn't even get to do shit. That's just me walking into the fight. This is a monkey with a hand on its tail. So I'm going to assume that's a tie / both lose situation because monkeys are very strong. And he's got that extra hand and it's a tail. So it's probably super fucking powerful. So I think we're just going to beat each other to absolute fucking snot until we both have had enough. It's a really good competitor. If this guy evolves, it's going to be an absolute fucking madman to handle. But I think for right now, it's a ties both lose situation. He's just not, he's too young still. That's a plant. This is an actual character from Plants vs. Zombies. I'm sure of it. I'm pretty sure that's a sunflower plant, which we actually make food out of called spits. Sunflower seeds. I'm not losing to you. I eat you. I actually eat you. And not even I don't even eat you in the kind of way where it's like, I'm fucking starving, I need supper to refill myself. That's like, I'm bored as fuck driving, let's have a fucking snack to fucking entertain me. You're an entertainment food. Yikes! It's a dragonfly. They're really useful, and I actually don't want to hurt it because Yan was actually very useful in killing other bugs like mosquitoes, probably maple bugs, the most useless fucking thing on the planet. So I actually don't want to hurt this thing. So I'm gonna put it in, can probably beat me. Let's be real. This thing's not fucking beating me. At all. Not even fucking close. It's just for once, I'm actually gonna show sympathy. These things do a lot for our planet, and I really hate mosquitoes. I'm gonna take one for the team and be a fucking hero and not wipe out the one thing that kills mosquitoes. You're welcome! Not all heroes wear capes. Whooper. Well, I don't know what this is, but it's got antennas on. I'm assuming it works like a radio station. So if I just find a channel that's not really there, I'm assuming his brain... You know like when you turn the TV on, and it's like that black and white static? I'm assuming that happens to his brain when you find a radio channel that doesn't exist. That's what his brain turns into. And by then you take those antennas, you kind of fold them over, like you pinch them and fold them over so now they're a nice straight line. And then you fucking snap them off. And then you take those antennas, ram them into his eyes like a fucking shish kebab, right? And then you cook him over the fire. He's just respectfully, too stupid. Espeon. Now, whoops. Don't think this guy's that strong. He's not fucking going down there, alright? This guy could probably beat me, though. I don't know how powerful he really is. I was gonna put him in the tie/both lose situation, but I feel like if he wanted to, depending on his mood, he's a cat. We all know who cats act. They fucking are little fucking asshole, mischievous cunts. So, but I'm assuming if I go to fight this guy, no matter what I do, I can't do anything because I feel like his telekinesis power is just gonna lift me up. And then I don't even have a chance. So I feel like if he's bored, he's just gonna fucking play with me. And I'm just gonna be floating in the air. But if he really wants to, I'm assuming he could fucking explode me. But I'm not sure. But then if he exploded me, that's going to kill him too. So you know what? That is a perfect good tie both lose. I don't think he chooses to kill me anyways. But if he did, we both die. Umbreon, the ultimate goth dark type Pokemon. Super fucking easy. Kind of the same thing with the Chet Daywood thing. But instead of Chet Daywood, my walkout song is going to be like fucking... Simple Plan or My Chemical Romance. And it's going to get Umbreon right in the feels. He's not going to feel like fighting anymore. And I'm coming at him with the most angsty fucking punches you've ever seen. And it's going to feel like it's going to look like I'm fighting with anger because of the music. And it's going to be super dramatic. That's just part of the effect for me to really get in the mood and just fucking put an absolute ass whooping on this fucking plug. That's a fucking crow. They don't do much. They just kind of eat dead I was going to say dead Pokemon. They just eat dead things, but I'm not dead. So, I don't know what he plans on doing. This is Slowking variation. I don't know what his name is, though. Slowking, Slowbro. Is it just Slowking still, but a different variant, maybe? I don't know, but he's just way too fucking slow. But he's got that spiky thing on his head. But I'm assuming if he charged me with the headbutt, I kind of use this a lot. Slip out of the way, he headbutts into a wall, he's stuck on the wall. But in this time, instead of beating him while he's stuck in the wall, I'm actually going to get my fingers, because I've been rock climbing recently, right? So I got good finger strength. I'm going to get my fingers, weasel it into his helmet, probably grab that collar, that life jacket thing around his neck, and pull them apart. I don't know if that's his life already because he's not connected to his helmet thing. But once I pull him apart and he's not in that anymore, I'm going to have a split second to re-grab that thing out of the fucking wall, swing, absolutely clobber the fuck out of his head. His head's going to decapitate because that thing's heavy as fuck and spiky. I'm going to decapitate his head, but when I decapitate his head's going to follow with the fucking... It's going to be stuck to the helmet. But those spikes are a little bit of a danger. I might accidentally just fucking poke myself. Maybe I want to see how touch pokey it is and I hurt myself, I bleed a little. But nah, it should be pretty easy. This is a ghost, so it's not the fact that it beats me, it's the fact that I can't beat it. And kind of like last video, I don't got my boy. Not only Zach Baggins, but let's fucking use Sam and Kobe. They've been doing ghost stuff, and I don't have them on my team. So unfortunately, I don't got my homies. Hey, Sam and Kobe, if you're fucking watching this, hit me up. Really interesting, that shit. Back to the video. Unknown. This thing is just, it says it in its name. It's unknown. So I'm going to put it in the, it can probably beat me. And I think they have the entire alphabet worth. So not only am I fighting one unknown, but you know, have you ever been to the bar and you get into a fight with people or one person and then all of a sudden you're fighting 25 fucking people? That's probably the unknown. So I'm assuming it turns into an absolute gang beat. But I don't know. I'm too unknown of the situation. Pun 100% attended. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. Swap of it. Swap of it. So powerful. Breathe. Breathe. I didn't know he was in Gen 2. Fuck. I almost just passed out for real doing that. I didn't know he was in Gen 2. And now that he's here, it's more terrifying than I could have ever fucking imagined. His counter. So powerful. I like this kid counter. Comes back. 5 times the power. And I'm already so strong. If I punch it. Fuck. I'm so fucked. Fuck. Moving on. Moving on. Giraffe rig. Pussy. I go pussy.